Bantah TPPA is currently the largest anti-TPPA coalition. We are formed of 60 NGOs and 10 coalition councils. Some of them like Malaysian AIDS Council, Malaysian Council of Tobacco Control, the Majlis Tindakan Ekonomi. We are also part of SMM, SAMM, IKRAM and ABIM. So we have been engaging government ministries since July. We've met several ministers and we've met KSU of MITI themselves to tell them what our grievances and our issues with TPPA. In fact, Bantah TPPA has submitted 75 red lines itemizing items which are costly to the government if we sign TPPA to the Prime Minister, Datuk Seri Najib himself. TPPA to me is a myth of free trade. It's supposed to be free trade. It is a form of free trade, but unfortunately, it's more of a regularized trade where you have 29 chapters in discussion and only 6 chapters are revolving around trade, whereas the other 25 chapters are talking about investment, state-owned enterprise, are talking about intellectual property and other instruments which are deemed to threaten our sovereignty and hinder Malaysia's development. From the investment perspective, there's an investment chapter. Under investment chapter, there's a clause into ISDS, which allows corporation to take the government to an international tribunal and sue us. And then, furthermore, under the clause fair and equitable, if the government change any regulation, regardless whether this new law or regulation involve the people, let's say an environmental issue, the corporation still have the right to sue the government because of potential lost profit due to the new regulation. And we have seen everywhere around the world where nations that have signed FTA with America are being sued by this corporation. As an example, Ecuador at the moment amounted to a total of court instruction to pay this corporation a total of $1.9 billion, which is massive, which is very big. And then there's an issue under the intellectual property where the corporation will have the ability to extend the patent period of a certain medicine, and it will make it easier. And this new introduction in TPPA is above the one we already agree in WTO. It's called TRIP Plus. And then there's a government procurement chapter which dictates and override the way we do things with our government GLCs. So we see TPPA as a very big issue. In fact, Bantah TPPA, we are comprised of intellectuals, academics and trade experts from various industry and segment. We don't simply reject just because we want to reject, but the red lines that we submitted is saying that, I give you an easy example. We mentioned there, we reject investment chapter. If the government insists to sign TPPA, take out investment chapter. And then we put another clause there. If the government insists to sign with the investment chapter, we insist to take out the ISDS clause, the fair and equitable clause. So we are quite reasonable there, you see.